our Netflix routine. We watch movies that friends recommend, or we stick to our favorite shows. But there are much better ways to browse Netflix and get the most out of it, and today I've got a few tips for you. The first one is instantwatcher.com. Now, the website looks like it was built overnight, but it's actually full of a lot of great information. So in the left column, you'll see most popular titles from the last 24 hours, and in the right column, you'll see new and noteworthy titles like Mission Impossible. All right, at the bottom is a really great feature. It's notable titles expiring soon. So these guys are watch-worthy titles that will soon disappear from Netflix. So watch them before they're gone. So if you click on a movie's title like Mission Impossible, you'll be taken to the movie's page. You'll see a little synopsis, but also you can play the movie from this page and it'll launch Netflix. Or if I don't have time to watch it, I can go back, click on queue, and as long as I'm logged into Netflix, it'll be added to my queue. Pretty neat. Okay, this next tip does take a couple steps to set up, but once you're there, you are going to love it. Okay, so what you need to do is first install a Firefox add-on called Grease Monkey. So basically what Grease Monkey lets you do is hack your browser, and this trick is one of those hacks. Now, if you want to know more about Grease Monkey, you can check out the full tutorial on CNET How To. But for now, I'll show you how to install Rotten Flicks with Grease Monkey. Okay, so I'll restart the browser, and the next thing I'll do is just Google Rotten Flicks. All right, from this page, just click Install, and Grease Monkey will ask you if you want to install it. Yes, we do. So now when I go back to my Netflix page, and if I hover over a movie, a little tomato shows up right there. So I'll click the tomato, and check it out. There's the Rotten Tomatoes score. Now, you can click that score, and you'll be taken to the Rotten Tomato page. Genius. Okay, we talked about a couple third-party ways to improve Netflix, but now let's talk about the built-in tools that make it better. You probably noticed that whenever you log into Netflix on your computer or your streaming device, it shows you recommendations. Sometimes they're good and sometimes they're not so good. So there are two ways to improve these recommendations. The first one is to always rate the movies you watch. So for example, I can go to my instant queue and see my recently watched movies. Here I'll just give it a rating like How I Met Your Mother, 4 stars. Just do it. It takes a couple of seconds and it will make Netflix's suggestions a lot more accurate. Okay, the second way to improve recommendations is by filling out the Taste Preferences survey. I bet you probably didn't notice it before, but it's right in this Taste Profile menu, and just click it right there. Okay, it's a very lengthy survey, so you don't necessarily have to fill out everything. You can also choose different categories like storylines, release dates, subgenres. It is a little time-consuming to fill out the survey, but the more information you give Netflix about yourself, the better these recommendations will be. And yes, I do want to watch The King's Speech. So hopefully I've given you a few ideas on how to make your Netflix experience a lot more awesome. But if you want more tips, check out my blog on howto.cnet.com. And if you have any questions or suggestions along the way, hit me up on Twitter. For CNET.com, I'm Sharon Vaknin. I'm going to watch some Netflix.